Hello, it's Coach Charlie with Attack Basketball Academy. Coaches love tough defenders. If you can play aggressive defense and create stops, you're much more likely to get a lot of playing time regardless of your offensive performance. I want to develop you into a premium basketball player on both sides of the court. So in this video today, I'm going to show you how to play tough defense in basketball. Let's jump right into it. In this video, I'm going to share with you the number one thing you should be thinking about when playing defense. Then I'm going to show you the key to playing lights out defense that all the pros have mastered. Last, I'm going to tell you the shocking secret about off-ball defense. Let's get right into the number one thing you should be thinking about when playing defense. Be disruptive. What does that mean, be disruptive? Well, think about it. You ever have an annoying friend that just disrupts you when you're trying to focus? Let's put you in a situation. You're in a class, you're in an office environment, whatever it might be. You're trying to focus, and all of a sudden someone comes in and they want to be a clown. They are disruptive. What are they doing? They're breaking your focus. See, when you're disruptive on the basketball court as a defender, you are breaking this offensive player's focus. That's mentally. Let's talk about physically what you're breaking. Now you're breaking their angles, right? Now when their angles are broken, they are going to shoot a low percentage shot. All of a sudden, this is like this flow. When you're disruptive, you throw off their timing. We agree, right? Then you start to throw off their balance and rhythm. All of a sudden, they start shooting low percentage shots. They start getting agitated. Congratulations. When you be disruptive on your mind playing defense, you end up helping your defender shoot low. You end up helping your offensive player that you're guarding shoot low percentage shots. And that's the key. Before I show the key to playing lights out defense like all the pros have mastered, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out videos daily to help develop you into a premium basketball player. Don't miss out on the content. Click the subscribe button. Now I'm going to show you the key to playing lights out defense that all the pros have mastered. You've got to take away the angles. I've already talked about it. See, one of the things that pros have mastered is they understand to key on offense is you need to play in a straight line, right? The angle you need to master in basketball offensively is going straight. That's how shots go in the basket. That's how you actually attack. Going to the basket, shooting layups at high positions because you're going by people direct. When you're disruptive, so you can see my feet. See, when you're disruptive, imagine this being an offensive player. See, I want to push them to a place. Let's say this is their chest in front of me, right? See, I want to push them to a place where now, where I'm taking them, they're going to shoot a low percentage shot. One of the things I want you to do is use your imagination. I'll put myself in this position. This chair is me on defense. I turn this chair because let's say this offensive player is starting to drive right. But notice, when they're driving right, I'm pushing them to what I call the sideline baseline. I'm pushing them. I'm being disruptive. Why? Because I want to break their angles. I want to throw off their timing. Now, whether they're right-handed or left-handed, this becomes a difficult shot, especially the more I stay with them. This shot's going to become very difficult. And if I'm doing a great job, what I'm going to end up getting is what? H-E-L-P, help. I'm going to push them into my teammates' area that's where hence help and recovery comes in. My teammate's going to help me, make them think twice about shooting a shot they may not practice. And then if they happen to pass to whoever my teammate was guarding, my defender is going to actually be in a shorter closeout situation to be disrupted as well, right? So that's the key. A lot of pros they understand how to push you, disrupt you, and don't give you great looks at the rim, right? I could be anywhere on this court and do this, right? I just want you to see my feet. I could be as high where you may not see my feet. Here it is. This chair makes a move to the right. Boom. I'm going to drop step and try to push this chair to the sideline baseline. And all of a sudden, again, if I've done a great job, especially after what I call the power of two, if I've done a great job with two push steps, with two good push steps, I'm going to be in my teammates' area where I'm going to receive help. All of a sudden, this offensive player has to think twice. Not only did I throw off their timing, not only did I break their angle, now they have a tough, difficult shot to shoot. They have no choice but to do what? Pass. My job in that situation is done. Now that you know how to play lights out defense by taking away your offensive players' angles and disrupting their timing, I want you to comment below with angles to let me know you've learned something and you're going to become an aggressive defender. Go ahead, type angles in the comments. Now I'm going to tell you the shocking secret about off-ball defense. Let's do some simple math. 5 players on the court on offense, correct? We can say equally weighted because we want to kind of total that to 100%. That each player is worth 20% in a sense that makes up the whole team. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, correct? Now, one person has the ball. That means 80% of the players are playing without the ball. So hence, offensively speaking, 80% of the game, of your minutes, I should say, to be very specific, 80% of your minutes, you're playing potentially without the basketball. It's not an exact science, but I want you to think about it. You're not playing with the basketball half the time in your hand because you have to pass it, you have to move, you have to cut. The majority of the time, believe it or not, you're playing without the ball. You're playing an average of 20 minutes a game. I can really trust my gut and say for about 16 plus minutes, you don't have the basketball. You only have the basketball for about 4 plus minutes or less. And when you do have it, we're talking about you made a play within 10 seconds, 5 seconds. It may not even add up to 4 whole minutes. Okay? Just think about what I'm telling you. All right? You can challenge it if you want to. That's what this stuff is about. I'm looking to get better. Now, here's my whole point. Defensively speaking, 80% of your defensive effort, even when you're being disruptive, is going to be in off-ball situations. That's why coaches love aggressive players, because it's easy to be aggressive on the ball. It's when that ball is passed, can you still pay attention? Can you still focus? Right? Can you still stay in a defensive stance? Right? Can you still stay in a defensive stance? Can you keep your head on a swivel? Can you point to the basketball? Can you help and recover? That's 80% of the game. That's why coaches love that, because that just becomes effort. That's something that you can control. That's attitude and effort. You can control that. You'll get a lot of playing time. Hey, guess what? I say this in love, but you're such an asset on defense, the coaches can live with it. Because guess what? What starts offense? Great defense. Now we're talking about getting high percent shots at the rim because you're doing a great job of being disruptive, making them go to places they don't want to shoot basketballs, right? All of a sudden you get easy layups because of your defensive efforts, and especially off the basketball. And that's at an 80% clip. Check it out when you play. Think about it. Look at your minutes when you play. Ask your parents. Ask your friends. The majority of the time you're playing, you're not on that basketball. That ball has to move. That ball has to move, right? So for me, the shocking secret is this mentality. No cutters untouched. There's no way someone can cut on this court without getting touched. If they're going from the block area to the elbow area, they need to meet a forearm legally. We call that chucking, right? I can derail them. I can guide them out. I can hit and ride them out legally. Hey, guess what? I have 5 fouls. Referee calls foul, right? I got 4 more on me because I put my armbar out. I gave him a chuck. I'll play smarter, but guess what? I'll learn because I may ask the referee a question. Hey, what can I do? What can I do? I know I can't impede their progress by pushing, but I want to make sure I gain some leverage too. So tell me what I can do. Once I get that clarification to be exceptional, right, I'm going to learn still to do the same thing. Now when I touch, I know how to touch and get off. Right? I know how to bump, disrupt, and get off. But at the same time, I'm going to take them where I need to. That is the shocking secret. No cutters untouched. Now to give you something else that goes with that. When you're playing defense, I call it push points. You want to know your push points on defense. If I'm in this position, I'm going to show you a push point. And a push point to me is where the lane line and the baseline come together. Lane line and baseline come together. This is where I'm always looking to teach players to push offensive players. Imagine me being right here. Someone has the ball. I'm going to push them again to my push point area. And if I do a good job and I don't give up that middle, right, I'm going to push them to where I need them to be, to my push point area. Look at where I'm going. Look at where they're going to go. Especially if they're right-handed. Now they can't turn their right shoulder over to turn to shoot. Right? No matter where I'm at, push point, push it, boom. My chest goes to the sideline to influence my offensive player's chest to do the same thing. If their chest goes to the sideline, my chest goes to the sideline, guess what? They're not squared up. They're not squared up. They're going to be more in tune to probably make a pass because, again, I'm going to have help versus trying to shoot a difficult or what we call a tough 2 or a tough 3, right? That's the key. No cutters untouched, and that's the mentality you want to have. Now that you know how to play tough defense in basketball, how would you like to have a guide that covers all the must-know basketball principles and in what situation to apply them? Well, you are in luck. If you click on the link in the description of this video below, you can download the guide I put together as my gift to you. Enjoy it, be disruptive on defense, and keep attacking.